Ken, does competitive spirit get a tick for the way they just kept at it?
Yeah, absolutely. We fought the game out. We're both really young sides out there today, and we probably were our own worst enemy. At the end of the day, we just overused the ball too much early on, and then we got going a little bit and run out of time.
Is there a reason you can nail down why you can have ruck advantage but not clearance advantage?
Yeah, I think it's perhaps a little bit more intent at the fall of the ball. They were just a little bit more ferocious at trying to get the ball. You know, our best clearance player was Ollie Lyons with 10 out of our 21 clearances.
Jared Redden, has he made a big statement? Maybe he wants to be the number one?
Yeah, I mean, Lobes was coming in off injury, so we just looked after him in the first half. I thought they were both quite good as far as rucks go, but you know, we probably just need to keep building their games, both players, but Reddo's been good for a couple now.
Is that game significant or irrelevant because you're going to play Melbourne at the end of the month on the MCG?
Well, it's not irrelevant because we're trying to find out some more about young players, which I think we sort of had an opportunity today, and we've seen some other promising things, and we've seen some other things that we've still got to get better at.
The matchup with Trengove and Seller, how did you rate that in the end with Seller getting those goals?
Oh, clearly a clear win. A clear win to Seller. 5 goals was a significant contribution, and Jackson was our captain on the day, and he'd be disappointed in his performance, and rightly so.
The cap, are you happy with it, or does it not work to anyone's advantage?
Yeah, no, clearly it's not something that you'd like to work with every week, but you understand their trialling, but common sense I'm sure will prevail, and it can't operate like that anymore.
So what do you got to do for next week in terms of heading down a side for the find your premiership lineup?
Well, clearly we come into the game and we left a number of players out that we were monitoring through the game, and we wanted to see some more younger players. So we took this opportunity, and next week we'll be trying to bring our best players in and play our best side that we can possibly get on the park next week, getting ready for the next 2 weeks, and then hopefully for round 1.
That start with it just overloaded with handball and short kicks. How did that come about? Because it doesn't seem to be what you want to do with it.
No, we just overdone it. We felt a bit of pressure, and when pressure comes, you sometimes just bail out on the pressure, and you try to transfer to give it to someone else by hand, which is all you're going to do is create more pressure. We just sort of kicked the ball more and just forced it forward a little bit harder.
How did you guys enjoy playing in Renmark?
Oh, it's a fantastic opportunity. The ground was magnificent. We couldn't have asked for a better day. It was nice and warm. It wasn't too warm though, but the ground itself and the facilities, we couldn't complain at all. We were really pleased with what was turned on here at Renmark.
What about the reception? Pretty good turnout?
Yeah, it was good. I think it was about 4,000 people here, so it's great for country people to get a chance to watch some AFL footballers go around. And the important part about that is for AFL clubs, it's good to come here and represent the area and put on a show that will hopefully keep plenty of people interested in AFL football and get them to sometimes travel down to watch us play.
Do you think you put on a pretty good show?
Oh, I think
how the boys went?
Yeah, I think both sides were really young out there, but a close finish at the end, a couple of points in it or 3 points in it. I'm sure for the fans it was worth coming along to have a look, and we just would have liked to have been in front at the end.
How come it is to get a good game like that out of half?
Yeah, well, I think one of the reasons for Hamish is that we wanted him to play and get some good touch into him, and he certainly had a really strong day for us today. And now we know what Hamish can do. He just needs a bit of continuity and hasn't played a lot of footy. When you look at the numbers that he has played, you only read them regularly about what some people in the same age have done and what he's been able to do. We need to get some games into Hamish, and we took that opportunity today, and we got a return.
And what about the hot conditions? Did it take a toll?
Look, didn't so much take a toll today. That's the problem with the capping. It doesn't so much take a toll today, but in 6 days we've got to back up again and go to Alice Springs, where I don't think it's going to be that cold up there either. So we're probably going to, it's the pressure, and that's why we probably went with the side we went with a little bit today. We're almost forced that way, not by choice, but we used it to our advantage to see young players. But hot conditions do make it tough, and with 80 rotations, it's unfair on the players because they're not trained to do that. So we throw them out there, and it makes it tougher for them.